Hey y'all, I'm gonna turn down my music. I've been listening to music. I always feel like it's at a right volume, and then I get over here and I'm like, it's a little loud. So I am really excited about this idea. You know, I've talked about joy notes a lot, and I'm getting a lot more freer in my approach to my journaling, where I'm feeling like it needs to just be a menagerie of things, like almost like a bullet journal, but with our deep thoughts in it. I don't know, maybe this won't take. I'm not sure. I'm just exploring other ways to use my journal. Maybe I'll still have one that's like a more of an emotional processing documentation of a day, and then maybe get something like a grid for like a bullet journal. I don't even know. But I'm wanting to do something different in my journal. There are a million butterflies out. I don't know what the deal is. There's some sort of like butterfly celebration, and I feel so bad because I see them getting eaten all the time by these birds. Anyway, I'm going ahead and going to start in this one because I still have like some other things to write in my other journal. And then also to just to like let everyone know, I haven't done anything extra with decoration stuff in the fern, but I will get to it. I'm just kind of doing things as they inspire me and not doing things just because I feel like they have to be done. I think that has just really helped my mind a lot. This insert was supposed to be for teaching, so I took like notes from my school that I was at, but then it turned into, you won't even believe what I did. I left my deep thoughts journal insert, like my stuff that doesn't go on the internet, that I just like gush and like things that I'm frustrated with or whatever. I left that insert at Janie Taylor's house. She told me, she said, "You left an insert at my house." I'm like, "No, I don't even know. I don't think I did. Who did?" And I was like, "What insert could it be?" And I was needing to process something that's a little bit heavier, and I went to go look for it, and it wasn't here. And it's at Janie's house. I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. I need you to send it to me. I don't know. I totally trust her. I don't think she read it. But anyway, I've just been writing deep stuff in this one right now since I don't have that one. All that to say, I have been doing a lot of just writing with no color or anything. I haven't really been in my like more colorful journal. And I was thinking, and it's not that I don't like color and I don't like plopping stuff, and it's not that I don't like tip-ins or anything, because I love all that stuff. It's just I'm in a season now where I really need to write a lot, but I do miss the color. So I was thinking about these abstract pieces that I did. I did these at a burn, and I still got to cover them with fixative. But this one is Spring Up Oh Well. This one didn't have a name, but someone said, I can't remember what they said. I'll have to look. Oh, no, my phone's away because I need to be off my phone. I can't remember, but someone actually had a great name for this one, and I thought it was good. This one, he's good. This one, You Will Not Be Burned. This is one of my favorite ones. You Will Not Be Burned. I think it's ironic, though, because it's like black in the middle, but that's what I was told to call it when I was praying. And this one's We Were Meant to Move Forward. And this one is Hem Me in Your Peace. That's been going round and round in my heart, and I'm not going to give it up until he says to. And this one is Only You Satisfy. And this was You're Lifting My Load. I definitely have to put fixative on this one because there's pastel on there. But anyway, I have been thinking about how these abstracts, and this is my heart. Like, I am really feeling like when I do abstract work, I feel so at home. And I did another abstract today. I will show you, and I'm gonna put a picture of it on Instagram too, because I'm just so loving it. Oh, I did other abstracts today too. I will show you those too. I also have to be careful with this one because it's got some stuff that I need to spray. I need to spray a fixative on this one, but this one's called Lay It All Down. It's a bigger one. I wanted to try my hand at a bigger abstract, and oh my gosh, they're like children. Like when I'm doing an abstract, I feel so beautifully out of control. It's like I'm like this with the like Jesus, and I'm like, Lord, what do you want to put on the page. Like, use me as a vessel, use these hands, open my eyes to see color and shape in other realms that I can't see in this realm, you know. Sounds super like transcendent, and it is. So I really would love, I know I have like a list of classes that I want to teach, and I'm getting organized so that I can start filming this stuff. The first one, I really want to do the journaling class, is that I am a scribe, and then I want to do the lines less taken, and then I would love to do a prophetic art class. Not pathetic, prophetic, because a lot of people have been asking me about it. So anyway, that one's called Lay It All Down, and it's 11 by 14. And I got to set it. And then these are the ones I did today. Here, I'll put these aside. But I got an email I follow this email blog, basically Martyrs for Jesus. And the email was talking about these prisoners right now in like Pakistan, Indonesia, they're all over the place. And they were saying how you can actually send them letters. And I love writing letters, and I try to make time for it. And I was thinking of what better letter to write than to encourage someone who's in prison for their faith. And so I was weeping. Like, I literally was like touched, and I was crying. I'm going to ask the Lord which 4 people he wants me to write to. And you can do it where you can write like in their language and then print it out. And then I'm going to send them these paintings, and you'll notice there's no words on them yet. Like, one of the things that I'm loving with, and Ty kind of brought this back to my attention, and I took a class from Ray Misigman called Scribblepedia, but I'm loving, because I'm such a word person, I'm loving like scribbling in the words to my abstracts. And so you'll notice there's not any line work really on these. There's a little bit, but not any of my pencil line work on these yet, because I still want to pray over them, and I want to like really, with the worship music, just ask the Lord, what promises do you want to give these people? And then I want to script. And they may not even know. They might even know what it says because they don't speak English or whatever. But it's going to be imparted into this piece of paper. And when they get it, if they get it, because sometimes they don't even get the letters, because the people that are imprisoning them, they don't even show them the letters. But I read on the thing, the people who are reading the letters, because they're not giving them to the folks, there's lots of cool testimonies coming from the actual guards and stuff. So wherever it lands, I know the Lord wants to use me in that way. So those are more abstracts, but I'm just loving all of this abstract stuff. And I want to add it in here. That is a long intro to say, because I have been writing just words. I would love to see what it would look like to do a little bit of abstract with just my simple numbers, my messy numbers, and then just writing. And I think that might be a really fun style for me. I've never seen it done before, and I love trying things that are new and making them my own. Oh my gosh, I have like a huge blob of paint right here. Wow. I might have to like X-Acto knife that off. Let's try it. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to do, gosh, I've been so scatterbrained, but these are the pictures I took of these pieces, and I wanted to do joy notes on these pieces. Part of the process I have been learning and I've been doing, no one really told me to do this. I just thought, I need to be a good steward of what I create, and I need to figure out what I like and what I don't like. And I'm very big on documentation and everything. So I printed out pictures, and I'm going to put them here, and I'm going to write what I liked about it, like what really moved me about it, and what was not like, what I felt like I went too far with. Because as we learned with this actual insert right here, we learned that, a lot of people didn't like it when I covered it up with blue. And that's fine. Like, that's totally fine. I actually like it. I didn't like it at first, but I slept on it. I felt so much better about it the next day. But going in the future, I would probably I would choose a different paint so it wouldn't crinkle, and I would choose maybe this color instead of this color. It's very, very important to write out your notes of what you like and what you don't like, because your art, it needs to make you happy. That's how I feel like I've been finding my voice, if that's what they say, is finding your voice and all this thing, is by keeping track of what you like and what you don't like. Oh my gosh, someone is texting me a bajillion times. Hold on one moment. It might be from my car. Okay, sorry. It was just my husband talking about our cat that we're getting in 20 days. I'm so excited. What I want to do first is prepare this page and share with you some of the supplies that I've been using for my abstracts because I'm really loving how they're turning out. It's so interesting because I have this sign on my wall, going on a bunny trail again, and it says simplify. And I'm realizing that like when I simplify and don't overcomplicate stuff, I'm actually really enjoying the look of it. I'm just going to cut these little baby pictures, and they're not perfect, and that's okay. And I've had a lot of people requesting if I'm selling these. And you know what's funny? I feel like it's, oh my gosh, the Lord did so big of a work in my heart when I was at Bethel. I am like so much more confident now in my art, and I don't want to sell them because I love them so much. There is one that I know I am supposed to sell. This one, I knew at the beginning, I was like, this one as I was painting it, the He's Good one, I think I am supposed to sell that original. But I am scanning them after I spray them down and let them dry. I'm scanning them, and I'm going to get some giclées made of them because a lot of folks were asking about them. So let's prep this page. And I found a little color combo that I loved, and I'm going to do that while we prep. I need to get more water. Oh crap, hold on. Let's let it go in. I'm going to try my squirrel brush today. I haven't used my squirrel brush in so long. It's super duper moppy and wet. This is Zoazite Genuine. It granulates so pretty. And I am really loving mixing in some quinacridone gold with it. A lot of this might even be covered, but that's okay. I'm experimenting with different color choices also with my abstracts, stuff that I normally wouldn't play with, but I'm really liking. Oh, I think this is too bright. Whoops. Let me turn it down just a notch. And I would like to add some Prussian blue. That's one of my favorites. And I think that's going to be good. I'm going to just gently I like to kind of dry off this one. I've been seeing some people are getting cracks in their finish, and it seems like this one is cracking a little bit too, and I never leave it in the water, but I just gently kind of dampen that, and then I'm going to, oh, I think I got some spots on here. This is easy to take care of. Let me show you something. So like I got some water on some splatters on my paint, which I should not have had over here. Just reconstitute it and then damp it, and I'll move it away. So I don't want to get more. That's what happens when I stick everything on my desk. And by the way, I'm getting my washi in, like, I think this week. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm just kind of going for it. Usually things work out better when I go for it. I'm super excited about my washi tape that's coming. I guess I could share a little bit about what's happening here. I appreciate everyone's prayers for safety. We still have an issue, but we are hoping to relocate sooner than later. Going through the process of applying for a loan for a home. We're able to break our lease because of the incident and the police report and all that. We have a good paper trail. Basically, my children have been bullied here in the apartment complex that we live in. And my boys were never raised to be aggressive. They just weren't. I raised them to be gentlemen. Like, if there's a dispute, I raised them to communicate with people regarding whatever it is that they want to, handle. The weird thing is that apparently my boys have never even really talked to this kid. Like, he's just a bully, and my boys are an easy target. So they've both been hit once already by this kid, and I didn't know. Parker told me later after the second incident with Ashton, but basically it was like Thursday night or something. I think it was Thursday. This kid, this teenager, he was following my boys. My boys said nothing to him and ran up to the side of Ashton and smacked him in the face. Thank goodness he didn't have a closed fist, but he just slapped him really hard in the face, full force. Ashton came home with red face. I'm like, what the heck? And ran off. Didn't say anything, just smacked him and ran off. I was like, that's it. We're done. This isn't happening anymore. So we called the police with a non-emergency line, and they came and they helped us write a report. And it just breaks my heart that, Ashton's super confused about why it happened. We're just trying to help him to realize that, people are mean. People can be super mean. And I really want to cut these down to like the actual, Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Ashton's super confused because nobody's ever done that to him before. And he doesn't know what he did to this kid to make him not like him. And the kid has been stalking my boys. So my boys can't even go outside. David actually yesterday saw the guy and was like, leave my kids alone. And he's like, if you touch me, I'm calling the police. And my husband was like, I already called the police. And you leave my kids alone. And so this group of kids have been kind of stalking my boys. And also we've been having to watch our cars because one of our cars is in the shop right now. It blew a spark plug. And you'll see my thumb in all these, but that'll be fine. It'll be fine. But the other car, we saw some activity around it. And there's been several people that just like slash tires and stuff around here when they get mad. It's just unfortunately the area we live in. So we've been having to really watch our cars and go check every 30 minutes to an hour and then just pray that they're okay when we go to bed because there's a group of kids that are just hanging around that area. That's what's been happening. And it can be super stressful, but I actually am in peace. Like we're not letting the boys go outside. It stinks that they can't go outside. I mean, they're 13 and 14. They should be able to go outside by themselves. But because of these kids, they're not able to, unfortunately. We are very excited to possibly be moving. We can get out of a lease for sure with the issue of bullying and not being safe. But I really do appreciate everyone's prayers, though, for real. Like, that's huge. Huge, huge. I feel like this might be 2 parts, this video, because think I'm going to make it 2 parts. I'm actually deciding that I'm not going to put them down ahead of time because I might have more notes. Like I kind of want to make this really exhaustive because I think that's important for my process as an artist. So all you're going to see me do now, I'm going to prep this other page the same way, and then I'm going to time lapse the note taking. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is show you a little bit of my idea for the abstract on this page right here. So I'm just going to time lapse this next part. So with this piece, I have the actual piece here with me too. I wrote the title of the piece here, "You Will Not Be Burned," and then I really love the combination of watercolor plopping and the high flow acrylic paint. The contrast of the bright colors and the rich bold color make me super happy. I also like the subtle blue in the bold color blocking. Finishing up with the pencil line work and the words is a perfect touch to this piece. I would have done it the same and wouldn't change a thing to this one. So this kind of gives me an opportunity to really think about the process and what I did. And then what I also am going to do is make another page in here about the things that I feel like I'm pulling towards, like for us, my style. So, you know, combining the watercolor and the thinner acrylic, pencil line work for sure, bold color and rich contrast. And then the other thing was these subtle colors in the contrast color. Like you can't see it. It's like super subtle. I love that so much. So I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my pieces, and it does take work, y'all. I mean, you have to sit there and you have to think about it. You have to think about what did you like, what did you not like. I can tell you right now, like on this one, my color choices together, I personally wouldn't do that again. I tried it, but I don't know if I would do it again. For this one right here, and you'll notice these are ones that like this one doesn't even have a name, or has a name now, and this one I was willing to sell. So, I mean, I love them both, but I mean, just the fact that there are some things that I would do differently with this one and with this one too. Like, I feel like there could be even some more color in this one. I got a little bit of the green. I mean, I like that. This one's a lot darker. And so I'll really sit down and I'll really, you know, analyze my own art. We oftentimes go to museums and we analyze other people's art, and I think we should analyze our own art, and not to be critical, but to always find out where you can grow And so I'm kind of combining my love for journaling and writing with my art. And that's what I want to do. I love journaling and I love processing, but I also want to be intentional because I want to be an artist. Like, I feel like I am an artist, but I want to grow as an artist. And so this is, I feel like, how I will grow, is having these joy notes on my pieces. And actually, I think I'm going to stop that for this video because it's gotten pretty long. And the next video that I will bring for y'all is my recipe that I'm using now for my abstracts that I'm really, really loving, and show you what I'm doing. And you might want to take it, you might want to leave it, you might not like it, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm really excited about when I start journaling. I still am going to put in bits of memory and stuff like that, but just another way to plop, if you will, but in a different abstract way with some different mediums that won't weigh down this paper too much. So you could be looking forward to that next week. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and let me know if you've been actually writing out some of your joy notes. I will do a pan. I'm actually going to sit with this right now. I'm going to do this for all these pieces, and I will do a little pan and of the finished pages for y'all. Let me know if you do this with your stuff. I mean, you can do joy notes for anything. You can do it for how you clean your house, how you make your bed. I mean, anything that you want to grow with, just like what gave you joy in the process and what would you change and what could be better next time. And again, it's not to be negative. It's not to be critical to yourself, but it's just to grow and improve. And because we all want joy, right? I want joy all the time. So anyway, I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.